Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Yes. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mhm. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda, Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Sri Advaita, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Sri Advaita, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Hey, Balaram, welcome. Thanks for coming. Hope you're doing well over there. Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Nityananda, 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 Dora Chandra, Dora Chandra, Dora Chandra, Nityananda, Dora Chandra, 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 Goranga, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna, hey, Sachi, Andrade, Amy, welcome. All right. It's a bloody group here. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Haribo Lalita. Welcome. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna. Meeting of Advaita and Haridas. Lord Gaur weeps. May Lord Gaur be manifest in my heart. Now I will tell another wonderful story. No one has ever heard of these pastimes of Lord Gaur. Lord Gaur is the master of all the worlds, the supreme personality of Godhead, now descended to this earth. Persons who are offenders at heart, who are worthless like piles of ashes, whose intelligence is destroyed, and whose hearts are made dull and stunted by Lord Vishnu's Maya, will all become pure and holy saints when they hear of Lord Gaur's glories. They will become saints because their disease of materialism will die. Once during the ninth hour of the night, Lord Gaur suddenly began weeping. Surprised, Sachi asked her son, dear one, why do you weep? Will you not tell me? Hearing you weep, I could not be peaceful. I felt as if my body burst into flames, or if an arrow was shot into my heart. Hearing his mother's words, Lord Gaur was silent. Then, sitting on his bed, he described what he saw in a dream. He said, I saw a person with a body handsome and glorious, like a dark monsoon cloud. His crown was of peacock feathers. His effulgence was wonderful. He wore bracelets, armlets, and necklaces and anklets. On his forehead were sandal paste and moons. He was very effulgent. He wore yellow garments and held a flute in his hand, in his left hand. With a joyful heart, I gazed at his handsome form. Lord Gaur wept. A flood of tears streamed from his eyes. Don't tell anyone. No one should hear of this, he said. Hearing these nectar words from Lord Vishwambar's mouth, Sachi became filled with bliss. The hairs of Vishwambar's body stood erect. His body was effulgent. At that moment, Lord Nityananda Roy arrived from Srivasa's house. Lord Nityananda saw Lord Vishwambara manifest a very handsome form, an effulgent form with great arms and a deep navel. In his right hand was a club, in his left a flute. He had in another right hand was a lotus, and another left hand was a bow. His complexion was like molten gold. On his chest was a Kustuba gem. A pair of shark-shaped earrings glistened at his cheeks. A necklace of emeralds glistened on his chest. Avadut Nityananda Roy gazed at this wonderful form. Nityananda gazed at his forearm form. Suddenly, there was no bow, no flute, no forearms. In a moment, there was a two-armed form, a form very merciful to the people. His form is Lord Gaur. Lord Nityananda gazed at Lord Gaur, embraced him, and then began to sing and dance. Overcome, he wildly danced. He was plunged in a great ocean of ecstatic spiritual love. Lord Gaur said, taking Srivas and Narayan and Sri Ram and Murari with you, please depart. Go to Advait, go to Avadut, O Avadut, go to Advaita Acharya's house. Tell him of these wonders. Hearing Lord Gaur's command, they all became joyful at heart. Accompanied by Lord Nityananda with joyful hearts, they hurried to Advaita Acharya's house. Bowing down, they told everything. Hearing their words, Advaita Acharya danced, overcome with bliss. Two by two, they joyfully embraced. Nityananda and Advaita joyfully danced. They were plunged in an ocean of bliss, tossed by the wave, tossed by the waves, tossed, tossed by, tossed by the waves. uh, 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 tossed by the waves, uh, waves of that ocean. They called out like thundering clouds. Nityananda and Advaita talked of Lord Gauranga's confidential pastimes. Talking and listening, they both became wild at heart. 2 days blissfully passed in this way. The Vaishnavas blissfully sang Lord Gaura's glories. At first, placing their request at Lord Advaita's feet, the devotees quickly left to see Lord Gaurahari. Approaching Lord Gaura, all offered their respectful obeisances. Folding his palms, Murari recounted everything. He described the confidential pastimes at Lord Advaita's home. Hearing these pastimes, Lord Gaura became joyful. A smile took birth on his face. The next day, Lord Advaitacharya came to see Lord Gaura's lotus feet. Sitting in the temple room at Srivasa's home, Lord Gaura gently smiled. Then Lord Gaura joyfully sat on the deity throne. The effulgence of his body filled the room with light. His body was effulgent like molten gold. Then, filled with the passion of ecstatic spiritual love, his body became reddish like the morning sun. His ornaments, garlands, and fragrant sandal all glistened. He was glorious like the full moon. Gadadhar and Narahari stood there. Sri Raghunandan gazed at the graceful moon of Lord Gaura's face. The devotees surrounded Lord Gaura on four sides. Glorious like the ocean, surrounded by a host of stars, Lord Gaura, the king of Brahmins, smiled. Filled with the bliss of ecstatic love, Lord Nityananda sat down before Lord Gaura. Gazing at Lord Gaura's face, Nityananda boisterously laughed and deeply wept. At that time, Lord Advaita also gazed at Lord Gaura. Lord Advaita Charya, the moon of the Brahmins, loudly roared like a lion. From head to foot, the hairs of Lord Advaita's body stood erect. The whole world could not contain the bliss in his heart. Lord Advaita offered prayers and many gifts. He placed splendid new cloth before Lord Gaura's lotus feet. Offering Tulsi Manjaris, he worshipped Lord Gaura. Offered fragrant sandal and fragrant jasmine garland, falling down like a stick. He offered respectful obeisances. Lord Gaura picked him up and embraced him. Lord Gaura accepted the offerings and then distributed the remnants of them to the devotees. The garments and ornaments adorned his graceful body. Calling out, Hari, Hari, he danced with the devotees. Lord Advaita, Nityananda Roy, and Srivas, Murari, and Mukunda sang Lord Gaura's glories. All the Vaishnavas there were filled with bliss. Forgetting themselves, they tasted the nectar of Ras. Praising each other, they said, You are fortunate, fortunate. They thought the happiness of impersonal nirvana was very pathetic and unimportant, filled with the bliss of spiritual love. They did not know it was day or night. Their hearts were overcome with bliss. At sunrise, their dancing began. When night came, they continued to dance. When the sun rose again, they were still dancing. Overcome with the bliss of spiritual love, they passed day and night in this way. Finally, Lord Gora commanded them to stop dancing. He said, return to your homes, bathe, and worship your deities. After you have taken your meals, return here. Krishna, 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 Gora, 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 Goranga, 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 Gora, 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 Gora. Gora Nityananda Sri Advaita Sri Advaita Sri Advaita Nityananda Nityananda Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Sri Advaita Nityananda Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Goranga, 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 Goranga. Nimai Pandit, 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 Nimai Pandit. Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Vishvambara, 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 Vishvambara. Vishvambara, 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 Vishvambara. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gora Chandra, 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 Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra, 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 Gora Chandra. Krishna, Krishna, Hari, 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 Hari. Hari, Hari, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Oh, ouch. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Ah, yes, here it is. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Okay. Krishna, 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 Krishna. There we go. Okay. Okay. Krishna, Krishna. Oh, I need to stand up a bit here. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Oh, all right. Oh, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. David, I think I think you're getting a little, too much, man. So I might have to, you know. take you off of here. You're just too disrespectful for the chanting of the names. You know, sorry about that, but you know, it's just the way it is. So I'm just going to have to take you off here. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Yeah, so many chances, man. You know, and let's see here. Yeah. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Yeah, well, I'll have to take them off Facebook too. It's just too much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Can you imagine? He's supposed to be a devotee, you know? And, you know, you should be ashamed of yourself, Kamalakanta, you know, to be so disrespectful for the holy name and to say those things. You know? And I'm not going to, you can, you know, criticize the holy name. You know? It's not good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're a punny. Yeah. So anyway, Kamalakanta, man, that's just how it is. You know, you just, you know, you can't be with the Vaidhi Bhaktas over there, and you can't be with us. So you're kind of in a no man's land. Too bad. So anyway, maybe you'll learn your lesson and be respectful to the devotees here. You know, trying to help you. So many, give you so many chances. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just think of it like the pastime of Minikirtan Ramdas breaking his flute because of the person offensive to the name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Well, we'll just help him purify. This is how we do it. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. We'll help him purify. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, I mean, there's a point. You know, here we're doing this. I mean, it's like, you know, here we're sharing our hearts, and what we're surrendered to, and you know, what we're giving our life blood for, and the person doesn't appreciate that. Okay, man, go somewhere else. You know, you don't appreciate what we're doing here day after day after day. And what are you doing? Then go somewhere else. You just, you know, it's not your place. So pays for people who respect this kind of the kind of worship we're doing here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It looks like for most of these Vaidhi Bhaktas, they're so attached to their rules and regulations and whatever they learned, you know, they're going to miss this boat in this life. It's just how it is. So Krishna will send who he wants here. Krishna will, that will appreciate. So we just stick with that. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, just regular people, you know. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, it was back in the day, even when Lord Chaitanya here, the student community were the last to come. That's these people, the Vaidhi Bhaktas, like they were the last to come. So, yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. So I blocked David on the Facebook too. It's just pointless to have him. It's not good for any of us. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, let's invite some devotees here. You can get the link on the 18th. So whoever wants to come on can come on. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Don't make me be a hard ass now. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Well, we're reading, we'll read a verse. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, here's an interesting verse. Okay, come on. Whoever wants to come on live. This is in the 11th canto. Okay. My dear Uddhava, the material universe that you perceive through your mind, speech, eyes, ears, and other senses is an illusory creation that one imagines to be real due to the influence of Maya. It's kind of like the Matrix. You know, the Matrix, they talk, and a lot of people are coming to the conclusion this is like a simulation. Basically saying the same thing. Illusory creation of Maya. That's like the architect in the Matrix movie. See, the architect, Maya, is the architect. Brahma is the architect. In fact, you should know that all the objects of the material senses are temporary. Translation, next verse. This Lord instructs Uddhava. Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is go to the, if somebody can put the link up, if they can get it, copy it and paste it. Uh, or you could just go to the 18. The link is there. So one whose consciousness is bewildered by the illusion perceives many differences in value and meaning among material objects. Thus, one engages constantly on the platform of material good and evil and is bound by such conceptions. Absorbed in material duality, such a person contemplates the performance of compulsory duties, non-performance of such duties, and performance of forbidden activities. Yeah, see, yeah. That's so true. It's amazing. There we go. He's got it. Therefore, bringing all your senses under control and thus subduing the mind, you should see the entire world as situated within the self, who is expanded everywhere. And you should also see the individual self within me, the Supreme Personality of God. Being fully endowed with conclusive knowledge of the Vedas, and having realized the ultimate purpose of such knowledge in practice, you will be able to perceive the pure self and thus your mind will be satisfied. At that time, you will become dear to all living beings, headed by the demigods, and you will never be hampered by any disturbance in life. Yeah, that's the self-realization. It's interesting. Yeah, and that's that. And unless one preaches, because if you preach the path of devotional service, is going to agitate the demons and the demigods because of their faith. Because you're preaching something that causes them to compete with. Because that's the way the modes are. The modes are always competing with each other. And so now you're introducing the mode of pure goodness, which is the great secret of all secrets. And it's going to cause a competition because the mode of goodness will try to compete with pure goodness. And that's why you see the fight. Krishna, Jarasandha was an example of that. He was like in the mode of goodness level. He was a saintly king, and he fought. He had this competition spirit with Krishna. Couldn't understand Krishna's higher nature, so it causes the competition. Yeah. Interesting. One who has transcended material good and evil automatically acts in accordance with religious injunctions and avoids forbidden activities. That's this is translated by Acharya Dev, so it's not going to really always conclusive. Yeah, that's not exactly true. Okay, here we go. We got Amy, welcome. We got Sachi, welcome. All right, we got the gals. We got 3 gals here. Okay, it's awesome. Give us a word there. What's on your little minds? Or your big minds? Mega minds? I think, Amy, you could be muted, maybe? Or is it me? You know what? It could be me.
No, I'm muted. No, I was muted. I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I thought Mary was gonna go. I was like giving um yeah, I think a lot of times these big egos get in the way. I mean, we're obviously in this material realm, we're overcoming the false ego,
yeah,
and that's always going to be a part of it. And some people, they have a hard time with this preaching and this like group because we're kind of like coming at it like really hard and fast, like how Andromeda said, it's an accelerated path. So these Vite people, I mean, I don't want to call out poor David Beeman over here, but yeah, I think sometimes he's heckling, maybe he's trying to make a joke, but like Mary said, like maybe he's, it's in jest, but I don't think so, because at a certain point, it almost feels like mocking,
yeah,
like he's like making fun of us or making fun of you. And I don't think that that's cool. So you're right. Like if you're going to be like that, and it's not in jest anymore, and it's actually, then you're not, if you're not adding to the family, then you're subtracting. If you're not adding to the situation, then now you're subtracting. Like Jesus would say, if you're not with us, you're against us in a certain
yeah,
way. And I'm not trying
exactly.
to be like, yeah, I'm not like, yeah, I am kind of drawing the line in the sand in that way. Like, here's the line. And if we can play around as much as we will, but at a
Yeah,
certain point, we're going to have to call the spade. We're going to have to call it and say, listen, I think that you've said enough, and now it seems that you're against us, and that's not okay, because we have a
Yeah.
movement. We are doing something very serious. Yes, we have a lot of fun, and we have a lot of jest, and we try to keep it on the up and up, and in all in good
Mhm.
fun, and in a light, in a light way. But at
Yeah.
a certain point, like, this is a very serious thing that we're doing. So if you're not with us, then you're against us. And if you're going to be mocking Guru and mocking, that means you've mocked me then at that point, and you've mocked us, and then that's not okay with me. So that's all. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that's
I mean, he was kind of mocking the chanting, that we're just
he's always
babbling, this is,
he's he's always mocking you. He's always saying that you're like partying with girl, like all you want is girls on a beach or something, and you're like hanging out on a beach just looking for like girls or and women,
yeah,
like some kind of a, like you're some kind of
yeah,
this or that, and I don't like that's not okay with me. I've watched him do it before, and all right,
yeah,
like if we're having a good time and we're just being a good
yeah,
time, Charlie, whatever. That's one thing, but
yeah,
if you're gonna go over the line, and you've crossed the line, like I said, you've crossed the boundary. That's not
yeah,
okay anymore. Now you've become like literally offensive to like
yeah,
what we're doing here, and to my guru, and to
yeah,
us, in a sense. I mean, I don't know, that's just the way I took it,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I just acted spontaneously on that one too, so
because you felt it. You were like, okay,
yeah,
this is enough. Enough is
that's
enough.
enough. Yeah,
It's
enough.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So let them sit sometimes you got to let people sit in the corner for a while.
Well, that's
You
really funny because that's what he just said to you. That was the joke he said to you. I think somebody needs to put Gorahari in the timeout corner. Like, you need to go in the timeout corner.
Yeah,
No, no, no,
yeah,
buddy
he was
boy.
just projecting.
It's you that's going to go in the timeout corner. Not like this isn't, we're doing something here. And if you can't
Yeah,
appreciate it, then timeout corner for you, like that was ironic that he would have worded it that way.
yeah, yes. So we Sachi is his lawyer. So what do you have to say there, Sachi,
His
in his
lawyer?
defense?
His lawyer?
The defense, she's the defense attorney. Oh, because I'm the
You're
prosecutor
the
and you're the defense attorney. He's the judge. And you're the
Amy's the
defense attorney.
prosecutor,
I'm the
and you're the
prosecutor.
defense attorney.
And
What do
you're the
you have
judge.
to say on his behalf?
It's a court of law over here.
The court of law, man.
The only I'm my own attorney. Just I'm just sticking up for myself at this point because everywhere I look, I have to learn to tolerate, and I
Uh-huh.
don't even know where to call the line, where the boundaries are anymore. I just learned I cast toleration everywhere. It seems like, and it's like, and I've been doing it for so long. And so maybe I'm learning something new and different. Um, because, but I've never, being a confrontational person to other people is not easy for me, even though I might like it. But you know what? One one thought I had while you were speaking, Amy, is that's why we're all so diverse. Everybody's going to come from a different angle of how they see it and put in their input, and it's all going to work. It's all going to work. Because I think Kamala Kanta has not been able to fit in to the ISKCON thing anymore. He can't do it anymore, and I feel like I'm seeing why, um, because I didn't have experience of it before. When I met Gorhari, and all this other stuff I didn't even know existed in the world. I thought there was just 6 of us people in the room. That was Krishna consciousness. That's all I knew 25 years ago. And then I've learned that there's a whole world out there of all kinds of people, lots of churches, if you will, and lots of different churches because not everybody can get along in the same church. So they make their own church kind of a thing. But anyway, so it's like there's so much being said and so much coming at us. Last night I had to get up and leave the Gita class because I think I was threatening, and
Mhm.
I was about to be. Um, mm, she was about to, in so many ways energetically. I was already being let have it, and I'm like, I'm going, because she was gonna let me have it.
Mhm.
But this morning I says, you know, my goofy self, and she goes, oh, don't worry, we love you. But I think it's the end of the Gita class for me, because we have to learn where we fit in and where we don't fit in, and it's trial and it's painful. It doesn't feel good. Um, but like I said, I'm practicing toleration and see what happens. But
Yeah.
I don't always like it.
And like you said, you didn't seem to know where to draw the boundaries, because boundaries is something that we haven't always been taught, like in life, especially coming from an older generation. We weren't taught what this meant, like how to like draw our own boundaries and say like these are my boundaries, like because these were very confused things, like, and you said like, oh, I'm not a confrontational person, I'm very tolerant, and of course we want to be that way, but that can be dangerous in a sense, because we can't just keep tolerating like a lot of bullshit, because all of a sudden you've tolerated far too much, and it's actually become detrimental to you, like, and that's where like drawing that, like what I'm calling drawing the line in the sand, or like that's called boundaries, and saying, well, I'm going to accept, like, I'm not just going to accept everything. And I think Gorahari teaches this all the time. Like, we're not just going to accept every little thing that comes into us, and every little piece of information, because Lord knows there's like a lot of information out there, and there's a lot of different things being said, all the time. I mean, so if you go one way, all of a sudden you're just a puppet on a string. You're this way, you're that way. You don't know which way's up or down anymore, like, so there has to be some kind of like, I guess in a way we have to box it up, and say like, okay, well, this is what I'm going to, accept it. Like, I'm going to have boundaries. And yeah, I like how you said that, because at the end of the day, you realize that you did have to kind of create a boundary, that you were like, I'm no longer going to, like, this is too much for me. And I'm about to seem confrontational, because clearly you did feel a boundary there. You felt something that you weren't, that you were no longer willing to tolerate, am I right when I say that? Or like,
Yeah, yeah, I think, yeah, it was kind of spontaneous, but that was basically it. I saw, hey, that's enough. Because I was tolerating it and tolerating it and tolerating it, and then just say sloughing it off and sloughing it off. But then it became like now, what he said, especially to me, it was like blasphemy, the chanting and what we're doing and the ecstasy of it. And I said, okay, that's enough, because
Yeah,
he's not changing, he's just always pretty much the same. It's not like he's seen, I don't know, maybe he's getting purified, but it's enough. It can't, like hard cases. I, yeah, it's not like he's
tough
coming
nuts to
here and
crack.
saying, huh?
Tough nuts to crack.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's coming here saying, "Oh, I'd like to learn something from you guys." He's like from the get-go. He's always like he's just coming here to, um, like just to. It's not coming here to learn anything or to
He's
get,
coming to heckle. I feel like he's
yeah,
trolling. Like, he's trolling us.
like a
And I
troll
don't
type
like
thing.
trolls. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Karuna used to kind of like, Karuna was like part of the group, but he was trolling too. And I'm like, wait, are you part of the group? Or are you trolling? And
yeah,
then he was like, there was a fine line there, like between, are you a part of us? Or are you trolling? And then like, I like that Mary said that she was kind of like drawing a line in the sand, and boundaries with the group, that I don't know what group you were talking about, but that you didn't feel that you wanted to, right? You said that last night. You were like, you know what? I don't think I want to do this anymore. Isn't that what you said, Mary? Yeah. Like, so you were
yeah,
feeling
yeah.
that feeling of, I think I need to draw a line also, right? Am I right, or am I
Yes,
wrong when
yeah.
I said that?
Well, the bottom line is that the class is run by a woman that's uh, if I stay there, I'm just going to continue to be threatening, because I'll say things that are she doesn't
Again?
know. She
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
know yet. And and I think that basically was just telling me it's time for me to go, not
yeah.
not to keep coming.
Maybe you can do your own Bhagavad Gita class, with new people coming in. Just maybe it's, instead of going with their thing, go with our thing, and introduce people. Do a Bhagavad Gita class. You can read Bhagavad
Like
Gita.
you be the leader of it,
No,
Mary.
well, hold on a second. Hold on. I don't need suggestions from everybody about what I need to do.
Whoa! Wait a second, dear.
That's the boundary. But you know what? Shama Sundari was talking about boundaries too the other day. We hit a boundary on her too, and and also, I'll be honest. I bought a book on boundaries a few years ago because of that guy. Think
Which
because
guy?
of you guy.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, and I can't be specific because I'd have to pull out the book. But there, there are. I mean, what I'm realizing now is, yeah, there are boundaries, but how big of a boundary does it have to be? Does it have to be a brick wall, or can it be like a curtain? You know,
And a
and
little
I'm kind of,
rubbery.
and I'm doing a little bit of curtaining right now because, I'm. This guy's a button. This guy is a button pusher,
Me?
and yeah, and you
Wait,
know
which
what?
guy? Which guy? Where is he?
Poor Hardy.
Where's this guy?
And also, I was
Over
listening
there
to.
somewhere.
I went swimming today, and they were playing Bob Marley, and it was the first time I really heard his song fully. He says, "You rock my boat. You rock my boat. I don't want you to rock my boat." I like
Don't you
it.
rock my
I
boat.
like,
Oh,
yeah.
you rock my boat. That's a good one.
And it's like, okay, a little rocking of the boat is okay, but sometimes, it gets really turbulent with this guy. With it gets
And
very turbulent, and it's like,
mm,
along with comes, all right, well, if I'm going to tolerate the turbulence, then I got to tolerate. Ah, it's hard to know.
and I think that's what me and Andromeda were talking about the past couple of days. We've been talking just nonstop, and like one of the things that she said in her words was, we've chosen an accelerated path, so on this path it's very accelerated, and he's not like, when Gorohari's preaching, this is all happening very fast. It's not like, okay, slowing it and of course he's really nice and he'll slow it down for you if need be. He's not gonna throw like bricks at you, or like, he's not gonna, there's no harm coming in this, like, he's a really nice guy. But and if you need to, pull the brakes, that's okay. Like if you need to be the caboose, like he says, if you need to go to the back of the train, that's okay, right? Like just stay on the train. But if you need to kind of like go into the, the back area and take a little break, that's okay too. But it is an accelerated path. It's a bullet train, and it's going really fast.
And I would say, you said he doesn't throw bricks at you. Yeah, he doesn't throw bricks at me, but he throws them at my boat and gets it rocking.
Yeah, he does. He rocks the boat. But
And
the boat
so
needs to rock.
sometimes it's okay to say, you know what, I can't do this, and then he backs off. But I don't say it sometimes. And then I get all discombobulated. And then when somebody like David comes in and says something like that, I'm like, "Argh!" But I'm like, oh, his crap's just coming out. Tolerate.
And I think that that's really healthy, though. And I think that's really good because, like, old wine's going to have to come out, and there's a lot of, we have, like, been living not only this lifetime, but who knows how many lifetimes, like with these belief systems and this way of being, So all of a sudden now things are, I call it the moving and shaking. He's a mover and shaker, and it rattles things up. It rattles the
Your
cage. And sometimes that doesn't feel so
mic
You
good.
went
kind of
down.
garbled. Your mic's, what happened? You got garbled.
Oh,
It lowered for some reason.
Is it working now or no?
No, it's
Is it working now?
It's just very quiet.
Um, I have no idea. I have no idea why that would happen. Everything appears to be in functioning order.
Now, Gorhari, yours is gone. I think it was
Yeah.
related to something Gorhari did. No sound, Gorhari. What?
I think he's saying
Say
he's going to
something,
reload it.
Amy.
He's going to
Yeah,
reload it, I think. He's going to try to
I,
reload it.
yeah. I can hear you, Amy, but very quiet. Oh, yeah, because just before it went down, he was doing something like this, and
Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Is it reloaded? Can you hear me?
Seems fine now. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Good
All
enough.
right.
Yeah.
just
Okay.
just
Good.
quiet, Amy.
Who's
Is
had
all.
to
Yeah.
reload? Oh, is
Okay.
it quiet?
It's not that bad. It's okay. Yeah. Sort of okay. Yeah. 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 Oh, what happened? Oh, she's going to reload too. Okay. Let's see. Maybe it'll help. Am I quiet or am I more loud now?
No, you're normal.
Normal. Okay.
I
Okay.
thought maybe I had to plug in. I don't know if am I louder now or no?
Yeah. You're okay. You're okay.
I don't know why. I don't know what
It's
happened.
kind of quiet, but
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
we sit close.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So what else?
so it's not about starting my own Gita class. It was really more about contributing while I was there. And maybe we can get past this, contributing what I learned from you, Gorhari, while I'm there, because she has a tendency to ask for people's feedback and stuff like that. But we
Mhm.
got off topic. We got way off topic, and it got into kind of a political thing in a sense, and it just um, I think it just mm, pushed a really tragic place in both of us, because we and then it was just, I said, can we stop talking about like this, and somebody, can we stop talking about this topic, and then somebody else agreed, and then she was just like about to put me in my place, and I
I
just got up
see.
and left.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it happens.
It
Mhm.
happened.
Yeah. So
Well,
you either work it out or you won't.
they used to always say, don't talk about religion or politics with people, Like when I worked as a
Yeah.
waitress, what two things don't ever bring up, like when you're a waitress, like religion and politics, because
Mhm.
this can get, and the two things I love to bring up the most as a waitress were religion and politics, just because
Mhm.
I like to be a little bit like a Gorahari. Like I like to move and shake people. I like to see where they're at. And
Mhm.
I don't know why I find that to be like a little bit amusing because I've watched people get really heated over things like that. Not that I was trying to like get them heated, just wondering like mostly about like religion because people had a lot to say about these things and I was just wondering it was more of my curiosity. I wanted to know what people think. How am I going to know what they
Mhm.
think if I don't ask questions?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Mhm.
But then right afterwards, I left, and then I ran into somebody who had been gone for years, and it was a really good connection. It was time, sometimes Krishna arranges, if I hadn't left early, I wouldn't have run into this other person, you
Mhm.
know. So you never know.
Things
So it
always
seems
happen
as
in
if,
that perfect timing. Yeah.
yeah, it seems as if Gorhari is going to stay over there in UK till the end of July.
Yeah, maybe a little bit longer. I was gonna, yeah. What happened was, she was searching out a ticket, and um, what happened was there was a time like August 14th. where there was no charge at all. There was only one day where there was no charge. Otherwise, it might have been 350 pounds. Change the ticket. So I said, go ahead, because it's Krishna. So I just hope it's all right with everybody. But yeah, I think I haven't been here a long time. It's been 4 years. And this would be, Pani and Noodles and other devotees. I can go meet them. And I just think
Yeah, and you
it's
like
meant
it
to be.
there. You're so
Huh?
happy there. You're happy
Yeah, I
there.
mean,
You
I'm
love it.
happy. I'm happy pretty much everywhere. But the thing
Yeah,
is,
I
I
know.
think this would be really nice for the devotees because, you know, this can be like a little base here in their place, and then I can go around. Maybe I'll take another trip if they want me to, and to Belgium, and go to Wales. If there, a certain time we can go to Wales and meet with Govinda. Yeah, so I think it's Krishna's arrangement. So I'll just do it. I don't know how many more trips we'll end up doing in UK or anywhere really. The way things are going, so I just see it as like Krishna's will. It just was weird that one day on the 15th of August that there was no charge. So I said, just go with it. I don't want them to spend money unnecessary.
Well,
And,
like Janaki said, I talked to her. He's a heartbreak. You're a heartbreak because I
yeah,
really was looking forward to you coming back at the end of middle of July. I was
yeah,
looking for.
yeah,
I haven't seen you in person in 3 years. Amy, I guess, hasn't met you at all in person.
yeah,
So what to
yeah,
say?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
know. But I think if for I think this is what needs to be. This is the flow, even though it may go against some people's wishes.
I wish we could all go to Europe. Govinda said that I should go to Wales because I would love Wales.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was thinking, you're right, I would because I don't think anywhere in America is anywhere I want to be, to be quite honest.
Um, so you can fly now. You're
Oh
open to
well, I didn't do that yet. I mean, but in my mind, of course,
in
that's a
your mind.
first.
You could do it.
Yeah, in my mind, I want to do that. Getting to the airport and then just getting there would be yes. But once I'm there, I think I could. It would be great, right? Well,
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah. Once you're there, you can
I'm
breathe.
not. I'm not sure how much I fit in with everybody. I don't generally fit in with people, but this is, who I am, and see what
Uh-huh.
happens, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, yeah. So,
So
well,
that's my
it's
fantasy. Go to
yeah.
Wales.
Well, Fanny was thinking of like they have a vacation with the kids off of school August 1st. So maybe something can happen then. So let's see. Let's see. Look into it.
My birthday's August 10th.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, it's nice to see that you're getting open to traveling a little bit now.
Well, I mean, yeah, in my mind I am. Yeah, I don't like
It, it,
I didn't do it yet.
it's not quite physical
Because
possible, but
well, when I watched you on the plane, like I when you were filming yourself on the plane,
yeah,
when
yeah,
we were going to Europe, I was
yeah.
getting anxiety for you, and I had to like say, don't get anxiety. I felt like I was like I didn't know if you were having anxiety, but I was like feeling anxiety, and then you were like, yeah, like I don't know. I saw you kind of like shaking your leg a little bit, and I'm like, is he having anxiety? Because I can't imagine what I would feel like on the plane, and you were sitting there with all
Oh,
the people, and you were like chanting, but of course, you're cool as a cucumber all the time, so you could go through anything and be just totally calm.
yeah.
Like you could talk. Plus, you're a guy, and you could talk yourself out of any kind of anxiety. I'm certain. And
Well, it's not
men are
anxiety.
stronger than women.
Yeah, it's not anxiety to be on a plane for me. Yeah,
You do
I'm
it all the
used to it.
time.
Yeah, it's, yeah, yeah. No, planes
You're
are.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't feel that.
I feel like if I was sitting next to you on a plane, I wouldn't feel as nervous because I would feel your energy, which is so cool and calm and
Oh,
so
yeah, yeah,
relaxed. And then I'd
yeah,
be like, okay, well, I'm okay because he's feeling that way. But like all by myself, like left to my own devices, God only knows like where this brain will
Uh-huh.
send me into panic where I'm like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh God, I have to leave. Not that I would act like crazy. Like I would never like, I'm not going to embarrass myself in front of people, but inside my mind, I will be like really having a hard time.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But
Well, we'll
even if
just
that's the
have
case,
to just
just
come and get you sometime, you know.
yeah, I know that would be easier. Like
Yeah,
hold my hand. Let's do it. Hold my
yeah,
hand.
hold your hand. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sorry, that's so silly.
Oh, I've had trips to India with Gorhari, and they were great. I
Yeah,
I couldn't even see myself being in India unless he was there. So it was really, really great. So
yeah,
yeah, that was
that's a long trip to India. Yeah, yeah,
How long does that take?
even coming to Europe from Tucson actually was a kind of a long trip. It's like 10 hours.
But I'm only coming from New York. Isn't that
I know it's
better?
faster.
That's faster. Yeah.
You cut down 5 hours.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good
yeah,
news.
yeah. Yeah, you cut down 5 hours. Yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, you know what you can do is you can just get the internet going. I think they have internet on American Airlines now, and then you just stay online. You know, we can be stay online while you're doing the flight.
Do
There
you
you
have
go.
a passport yet, Amy? Do you have a
Oh no, I don't
passport?
even have that. Yeah, I got to get that too. That doesn't take long.
Yeah, you've
No,
been.
that doesn't take long. I've heard other people getting it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
It's
I
not.
watch them in the post office. They go all the time. You just take the picture. It's like one,
yeah,
two, just get it. Yeah. I'm
yeah,
not worried about that being a big deal. Like
yeah.
but you're right. I should definitely get on that. I go to the post. I do eBay. Like I sell things on eBay, so I do go to the post office frequently. So I
Uh,
often when I'm there, I see people. They're there to get their passports. They got like
oh
kids with
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
a very
I
easy
got
thing.
mine in about 2 weeks. It came pretty fast. Yeah. So you just got to make sure you do it right. You know, just do they do it for you? They help you out there at the
Yeah, you
post
just have to.
office.
All you have to do is fill out the application online, and then they schedule an appointment, and they take your picture, and then that's it. Then they mail it to you. Or I
Okay.
guess or some yeah, they send it to you. That's it.
Yeah,
You just
yeah,
fill out the application, go there for the appointment, take the picture, and
yeah,
it's really easy. Because I called up and asked the lady the procedure about it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, this is really easy. It's no big deal." Like, and I was like,
yeah.
"Oh okay," like because I wasn't sure how it went down, and then
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah,
always use
yeah.
some lady at the post office, and she told me that it was no big deal.
Yeah, good. Yeah, yeah. It's good to get your passport. Yeah, because actually, without it, you won't be able to fly at all pretty soon. In 2025, you have to have something like the real ID and stuff.
Yeah, well, funny because my license expire. I have to renew my license on my birthday. My license expires this year
Uh-huh.
on my birthday. So I have to go and do all this stuff anyway. I feel like I should just do it all in one shot, like just
Yeah,
get it
yeah,
done. Because I
yeah.
got to go
Get it done.
anyway,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
get the new maybe I should
yeah,
just get
yeah,
this stupid real ID thing, maybe is that a passport or
yeah.
is
No,
that all
that's not real ID thing. Is it's just with a driver's license. But you know what? This real ID thing is when you get your passport. They sent me a real ID card that came with the passport, so it was free. So if you
what
get
is
your passport,
oh
you probably will get that too. So like
but
I
what
did.
does the real ID mean then? What does it do then for you? Like what is the difference?
Well, you just so that you can get on a plane. It's like a passport. You know,
But
allows
you
you to
still
get on
need
a
a
plane.
passport. But you still
Huh?
need a passport. You still need the
No,
passport.
no, no, not if you're flying inside the country.
Oh,
You can
oh,
use this thing. It's like a passport. If you fly outside of the country, you
I
need a
see.
regular passport. So
Got
if
it.
you get the regular passport, they'll probably give you the real ID also. Maybe, I don't know. They gave me, I don't know.
They weren't doing it that way. They might be doing that way now more,
Yeah,
where they give you this other ID
yeah,
along with a new passport.
yeah,
They weren't doing
yeah.
that before.
Yeah, they weren't doing it before, but they're
He,
doing it now, I guess. So if
yeah,
you get to,
he's just recently came up for
yeah,
renewal,
yeah,
Gorahari, and they did
yeah,
it. But it's
yeah,
not a big deal, not to worry about that. But
yeah,
yeah, I've been feeling more like a homebody lately, but it's painful too because,
yeah,
I've been going through a lot of painful, deep feelings. And it may be because, like I said, I've got a boundary book a few years ago because of the what I've been experiencing with Gorahari and stuff. But I'm realizing I don't want it to be a brick wall. I want it to be a curtain. I want to be able to tolerate, and I want to be able to, I just know that Gorhari's kind of a free person. He comes into your life, you really enjoy having him there, and then he just goes when he's ready to go. And it's a little painful to let him go. And he's very present. He's very present with you. When you're there and you feel, and who else is like that? No, nobody is like that. So
We
we have to
can't
go
gauge
through
this
our
here.
stuff. And so we have to basically go through where we feel God's with us, when he's gone, because he's not there. But I've had some dry periods lately, and I've tried to get a little bit of the um, get it from the temple, and I realized that at the temple, I there's good friends there, and chanting with others is really nice. Um, but also, I feel like I'm having to choose, two paths, and I don't like feeling split, you know, with that. I don't like that feeling this split. And so, but then I'm like, well, maybe I can help, maybe I'm doing this because there'll be somebody else that I can help down the road. Um, or maybe I'm just helping myself, who knows, but, um, life is not easy, it's not. We care about somebody, and we have them, and we there's a loss. Better to love and lost than not loved at all, basically. And that's basically what I experience with Gorhari. I really enjoy having him around, and then when he goes, he really goes. And it's hard what to do.
If I may say something, well, I have never really had him, so like, so he's always been like at a distance to me, and I don't feel like he's ever gone because he's always there, like, I think Noodles said it really well earlier. He's always accessible to us, like he's always there, and he's always like available, and he's always alive, and I don't feel like he's ever really gone. Then again, I've never had him like in my, person, and then you had said something, Mary, to me the other day, or we were talking a couple days or a week ago, whenever time it was, and you said something about like, oh, about me having, did I, if I had like a lot of material friends, like, and I had mentioned to you that I don't, like I don't really have too many. Like, I mean, I have like one friend, like I'll go out with sometimes, and then I have my family, of course, which I really try to avoid them as much as possible. No, I'm just kidding. I spend time with them, of course. I can't avoid them that much, but like I really like to associate with the devotees, and that's when I find myself the happiest. And then a couple years ago, when I first joined the sangha, Gurahari had we had just started like voice calling each other, like video calling and voice calling, and you had said something to me, and it's you had done this in a weird, in a Gurahari, like sort of a passive way, where you weren't saying that you were talking about me specifically, but you were saying a story, and I felt like you were, I don't want to call it, I don't want to say this, uh like that you didn't really like if a follower of a devotee has too many like people who are like, they're very involved in their material friends, like, and this material life, like that you don't want to be that close to that person, because then you feel like there's that they're not really like inside the inner circle, like. And I know we talked about a lot of association, and the more that I associate with the inner circle and with the devotees, the closer I am to you and the closer I am to Krishna. And I mean, the closer I am to the entire thing, like everything that you talk
Yeah.
about. And
Yeah.
then when I have like these material friends, or I'm more associated with that, I'm more I there's a huge distance. I feel shittier, like basically, like I'm back into the what I call the mucky muck,
Mhm.
and it's like all this like stupid relationship crap. It's like blah blah blah, this and that, and you never know where anybody's at. Like there's no solidity, and there's not this vibration.
Mm.
So for me, when you had mentioned that, Mary, the other day, like, oh, do you have like maybe it's good to have like the more friends. Like I thought of that. I'm like, well, a lot of people say that. Maybe we'll say that. Like maybe you should have like more. And then I was like, you know what though? I was thinking about Gurahari. That my main focus was thinking about what he would say. Well, I always say to myself, what would Gurahari say, or what would Gurahari do? And I knew he would say, like, it reminded me of that conversation we had years ago, and just about like how much better I feel being just a little bit more involved, be it that it's online. I know you said, oh, I know you have friends online. Yeah, I know it's online and stuff, but like I still feel very close to these people. I mean, we video chat, we talk on the phone. Like me and Androma will talk all the time. Me and Tom have in the past. I mean, not as much anymore, but I do. Me and Lolita talked today, like on a oddly wound up on a video chat. She accidentally hit the video chat button, which was kind of cool because I felt like it was, like all of a sudden there we are video chatting, which was and yeah, like I just feel so much better being a part of like really like inside of the circle, like. And then the more I have more friends, like the more I step outside of the circle and have friends outside of the circle, I feel like a less of a connection, and all of a sudden the mind drifts. And I have ADHD. I'm like, oh, what's that, a paper bag over there? I'm running after the paper bag over there. Like, I have a mind like that where it's like, who knows where it's going to go. So like it's very important for me to have a single pointed focus, on something. And so that's all I was gonna say about that. That's the only interjection I felt like, that even though you say like you're so sad that he's not like with you material, like he's not right there with you. I mean, he's never been with me, like, so like either way. But I feel very close to the group, even with this amount of distance that I'm experiencing. Like, and I worry that if I do meet him and I become like I hang out with the group, how will I ever walk away? How will I? Maybe I'll be feeling like Mary, like, oh, I'm pained now. I'm awfully pained. Like now I feel a loss. I feel separation, and like I just want to stay with you forever and ever. I don't want to go back to the quicksand over here, like, or the mucky muck, or whatever I call it. Like I just
Mm.
want to stay in this. So in a way, sometimes I feel like everything in due course. That's what I like to think of it, in due course. Like let it build itself up, and so I can handle it, and then when Gorahari, you can't cage this bird. He's a bird that cannot be caged, so he's going to fly always. He's also born on his birthday. Not to talk about the zodiac or anything, but it's a very much of a free spirited, like a communicate, very free of communication and movement. Movement and communication is what his sign focuses on, and that's
Mm.
very much him. If you know him, communication and movement. So he can't stay in one place for long,
Mhm.
and you just have to accept. I mean, that's something you accept about a person that you love. This is what he does. And but he's never far from us, because we can always be on these chats together, and anytime you Facebook message him, he always will talk back to you. Like he's always right there, I feel like. So you don't have to feel like he's too far away. And anyway,
Well,
he's always in our hearts.
and I think of that song, if you can't be with the one you love, then just love the ones you're with. And that's what I try to do, because it's just kind of with Gorhari, it's like, I get the piece of cake and it's coming, and then I get a taste of it, and then it goes, and it's like, yeah, you know
That's why I
what
hang
to
on to
do.
his coattail. I just hang right onto his coattail or onto his t-shirt tail. Like I just hang on like a kite string. So he can't go that
Yes.
far if I'm hanging on that tightly. So then you still have the cake, right? If you hang on really tight.
Well,
Yeah,
and
that's it.
He gives away a lot of cake. He gives away a lot of cake.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's interesting what you say about the that you're feeling closer by staying more with the inner circle, like connected there, and that's, I think, a good lesson there for those who may feel drifting, or unhappy, because you're showing it actually works to like chant more and be more involved with the devotees in the circle, because they're getting purified by being in this. See, so the people, the outside, there's another level of purification. It's not this deep, and so they're in the mucky muck, usually more or less, and then you get in there by being too close to that. Maybe a little bit like if you like Sachi, you go and chant, and that's nice. You go and you feel good. That's the main thing, is feel good. But if you're starting to feel maybe the mucky muck stuff, then maybe get more with the devotees, chat with them, talk to them. Because it does work. You'll feel this bond, the connection, which is the main thing.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I
there's a
go out
lot
of
of
my way. I'm sorry. I go out of my way to chat with the devotees. Also, I like that connection. Even though I can't be physically present with them. So I contact you and I contact others, and stay around. Stay in the loop. Loop it.
yeah. I mean, I can see that too. And also too, there's a lot of different it's just this one night. I think it might be time
Yeah,
for that to be done, but there's others times too.
yeah,
And
yeah,
the thing about it is that the temple draws a lot of different kind of people that just come there to eat and stuff too.
yeah.
And you can really make connections there too. So
Yeah.
I'm not ready to completely be away from it, but
No,
maybe just that one night is time.
yeah.
It's time. And but anyway, pretty soon I need to go myself because I'm meeting friends at one of the bookstores. We get together and
Okay. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming on. That's good.
yeah. There's some good friends that come to the temple just to eat, but they're very supportive emotionally. And
Yeah,
Amy, when you
And
said
that's
your mind goes here and there and everywhere, mine does too. Until I get really focused on, washing the dishes or whatever, it goes all over the place. And it's like, it'll drive me nuts.
And you're
But
right, and it's so good to have friends. So I didn't mean to like say that. Like I think I was coming at it from my own perspective, like from my
no,
own life.
I
Like,
didn't.
and it's really good to like that you go to the bookstore. You're doing like that is good. Like of course we all need to have people. We don't want to be like sitting there alone, like all the time. So I like totally agree with. I just wanted to say that I feel like I want to reverse what I said for a second there. That I was thinking about it in my own perspective. We're all coming at this at a different angles, like everybody's coming at all of this at a different, their own personal perspective. That's all.
Yeah, and we got so much to learn. Got so much to learn from each other.
mhm. Yeah.
Anyway, well, I'm going to sign
Oh,
off.
okay. We'll see you later.
Okay.
Thanks,
Haribo.
Mary.
Bye-bye. Thanks for coming
Love you,
in.
Mary.
Yeah. Thanks for both of you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. All right. So, yeah. Ah. So, what else there, Amy? What have you been thinking about lately?
Oh, I don't know. I think what I was just thinking about right now, like, I love Mary Sachi. I think she's so great. She's been such a good friend to me, and
Yeah.
through all this whole time I've been in this sangha, like she really reminds me of my aunt too, like my mom's younger sister, so
Yeah.
much. There's so much that she reminds me about my aunt. So I feel
Yeah.
like I literally, from the minute that I started talking to Mary Sachi, and I felt like always knew her. Like I've like this was not the first time I've ever met her. Like I feel this like intense, weird, like I don't almost like a sisterly like bond, like
Yeah.
like because my aunt was like a sister to me, and just I don't know. I love her. So I hope I didn't say anything wrong. I always think
No, that was great
think too
sharing
much, and then
your.
I'm like, wait, did I say something that might have been?
No, that was good. You shared like some good information, and that maybe not only for her, but for others who would kind of, because that's what you're doing is your experience. It works, and people might have the same kind of problem. You know.
Oh, Oh, she wrote. Oh, thanks, Amy. You did. Thanks, Mary. Okay, good. Awesome. Good. No, you're right, and it does work. I mean, and I think that that's my main thing that I'm trying to say is that it really does work, and it can, for anybody
Yeah,
who's maybe feels like me out there, or like, I think a lot of people do.
yeah,
I think even if people are really involved in their material lives, not like, I mean, she's more involved in like Hare Krishna thing. Like I'm saying, people who are like maybe more involved in like just material crap, and they don't
yeah,
know where to
yeah,
go or what to do, and because there's so many people who feel that way. And I just
yeah.
wish they would say, "Why don't you try this out? This is really amazing." And Gorohari will tell it to you in a way that's not going to be that confusing. Like it's very simple. It's not.
Mm,
It's like you're not going to use all this like language that we can't understand. You say it in a way that people can really understand it. Like I don't want to use the word layman's terms, but yeah, like it's like layman's. You're giving it to us in a way that even someone like I could understand it. So
yeah,
if I
yeah,
could understand it, then another person could. I just
yeah,
wish other people would like, because it's just so great to have something like this.
yeah, yeah,
And
definitely,
there's
absolutely.
and we make so many good friends here, and people who like come along. Sometimes they don't really know if they like this or not, or like if it's for them. And I try to really help those people like stay on board. Like
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
show them that that this keep on the train because it's
Mhm.
this is really going somewhere basically, like, and you
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
on the train and it's just going to gather speed, and more and more and more and more
yeah,
will
yeah, yeah, yeah,
more and more realizations and more pieces will fit together, and you will
yeah.
everything's going to come together a lot more for you, when
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Oh, by the way, so this passport thing, if you're serious about it, Ani has given me some money to give to you, and the first thing we'll do is we'll buy you the passport. Get you the money for that so you can get your passport.
Okay.
Yeah. So then that is done. So I just have to figure out how to get the money to you from here. You know. Yeah.
Okay, we'll
So
talk
that's
about
it.
that then. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. You got your passport. I think you're ready for it.
Yeah,
You're
just make
ready.
the little appointment, fill out the application and make the appointment. They'll just give it to me within a week.
Yeah,
She'll say, "What day do you want the appointment?" And it'll be within a couple days. That's how they
yeah,
do it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So that'll be great. Now and then we'll work on the next part. One step at a time.
Yeah, one step at a
We've been working on this passport for a few years now.
time. I know. I okay. I was,
I
I think you're my
think this time we're going to do it. We're going to get it done.
yeah. Well, we've gotten this far, right? So
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm getting a little tired. I think. So, anything else you want to share?
just always the same thing is thank you so much, just that I thank God for you, every day. And I'm just always, I dream about, you're in my dreams like almost nightly. I see you doing things like little weird jigs, and I see your face, and like I don't know why I'm seeing you in all different ways. You're not talking to me anymore in the dream. You're just in a distance, but you see me, and you have this big huge smile on your face, like the smile that you always have. And like the other night you did this little like funny thing, and I was like, "Oh, look, there's Gorohari." And I'm telling the people I'm with like, "Oh, there's Gorohari. He's my guru." And I'm trying to tell them. So it's like you're there in the dream, but you're not like talking to me. You're just like at a
Yeah.
distance. But you're
Ah,
always there in the dream. So
what do the people say? What do they say when you say this is my guru?
they don't really say anything. They don't make fun of me or anything. They just acknowledge like, oh, how, like I'm trying to just let them know. Look, this is like this guy that I love. Like that's my guru. And I'm really excited. So they're like, oh, cool. Like but they don't know. So it's like that's what seems to be happening in the dream. I'm like you're there and I'm over here with whatever's happening.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I don't know what that
yeah,
means.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
see me and we see each other, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh, and you're like, you're acknowledging me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And we're all
maybe
being a little
this
crushed.
Wales trip might be a good thing for you to do. I think you can pull it off because you can get your passport in time and everything. Yeah. So we'll look into that here. Yeah, it'd be great to finally meet you. I'm so eager for that. It's been You know, it's just, you're such a good friend, you know, and such an amazing person. And Bonnie and Noodles would just love to meet you. Yeah.
It'd be
So,
a little nerve wracking for me, but I would, you know,
yeah, yeah, it might be worth it, huh? Yeah.
I know it's going to be worth it. Obviously, it would
Yeah,
definitely
we'll
be.
get you, we'll do the online thing because I think the airlines might have that internet thing and then you stay online with you. And then you'll probably go to sleep because there a lot of times it's a night flight anyway. You just, you know, take a
That would be
couple
a
of
best case scenario.
Valerian routes, you know, and just
Yeah, true. Yeah, that would be the
yeah,
best
it's
case
actually
scenario. So
fun.
up and
It's
there.
fun to fly, you know, it's fun. It's nice. So, yeah. Meet some nice people on the plane, you know, you see something different, you know.
Yeah, but your ears pop though.
Huh?
Your ears feel like weird, right? Like it makes your ears feel weird.
Yeah. Yeah, look, Stefani says, yeah, that'll be exciting for us to meet you, he says. Yeah,
Oh, that would be
yeah,
very exciting. That would be the most exciting thing that ever happened to me
yeah,
by
yeah.
far.
No, it'll be awesome, man. That's yeah. Yeah, Wales, it sounds like a great place over there. You know,
Yes, I want to go over
yeah, with the nature, you know, and all the nature there.
there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So let's see if we can get this thing going, man. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I think I'll sign off, and I think I might be able to get some rest because I didn't sleep much today. So it will be good. I get a little extra rest. Okay, so
Very
thanks
good.
for coming on, Amy. Hari
Thank
Hari
you.
Hari Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bye.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to end this stream here now. Thank you for coming, everybody.